Right on, man. I'll try and remember that.
Hang on, guys. I don't know who's on. Nobody yet.
I'm trying to fishing things.
Fishy, are you here? Fishy, are you here? Fishy, are you here? I got my TV on, so it's creating a echo, echo, echo. I got my TV on, so it's creating a echo, echo, echo. I got my TV on, so it's creating a echo, echo, echo. Echo. I got my TV on, so it's creating a echo, 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 echo. That's freaking weird. So, that's freaking weird. Hang on, I'm gonna mute my TV because it's like screwing me up. Hang on, I'm gonna mute my TV because it's like screwing me up. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know how this works. I mean, are you I thought it was supposed to be like dual screen or something. Or is it just like I'm on and then you're on in your spot? You did something wrong.
You're trying to do a collab.
I'm going to make my TV because it's screwing me up. All right, hang on. Why is it? What did I do wrong? Oh, wait, hang on. Send link to guest. Hang on, let me try something. Let me try this. All right, Fishy Things, I just sent you a link just now to your phone, so click that once. Yeah, I know, Drill and Chill, but Fishy Things is supposed to be with me right now. I'm going to take these off because I can't see correctly. And I'll go back into character in a minute. I trimmed my eyebrows down so I look like I don't have any. All right. We're trying to get Fishy Things on here right now, so bear with us, please. This is my first time setting this up with a collab. So, hey, Tracy. Skip Jack. You go in and it will be split. All right, so I set up the stream. I just sent a link to Fishy Things. There was a button on the bottom. You go in and it will be split. Fishy Things, are you still on here? Man, I don't want to have to start this over again. I just set up like a thumbnail and everything. Oh, man. Let's see, Fishy Things. You got to push something. Fishy is
Reading
backstage. Let me see. If he comes in with the link, it'll be right. So, Fishy Things, I sent you a link to your phone in a text message, like a brand new one. So go ahead and click that one, see if it works, because he's waiting with you. Ah, there it goes. Add. Hang on, guys. I think it's working. We got it. We got it. We're on.
What's up? Hey,
there we
you
go.
guys doing? Well,
There we go.
that's it.
Yeah, sorry. I ain't wearing any pants. Let me put this up a little bit so people don't see me in my underwear, my wiener.
You're in your underwear?
Yeah, I didn't put pants on. I just realized. Watch me get up to get like
What's up,
something great.
Cindy? Chaos Go.
All
My
right.
beautiful wife, Emmykins. Drill and chill, riding real dark, bunny.
Got Chaos
This is
Go.
SWFF. Tracy's Local Learnings.
Oh,
Slime time.
We got the band back together.
Yeah, buddy. Lashana
So-
Success. What is going on, everyone? I had an idea.
There's Miss Swift.
Hi.
You guys aren't going to see my wife, but I assure you she is real. She is just really that shy. Holler something. She can't holler either.
I like the glasses, man.
I know.
I need to see. So,
Does it make
you know.
you look smarter? Chaos Go.
yes.
Mandy's Candy.
Hey, Mandy's Candy. What's going on? You look like Tyler Durden from Fight Club. That's what you look like, especially in the AI image.
You know,
it's like some Fight Club stuff going on. What are we doing here?
It's funny because when I was like 20 years ago, when I was younger, when that movie came out, I really looked like him, and I never saw the movie. I never knew about the movie, and it was just crazy because everybody's like, "Oh, you're Tyler Durden of Fight Club," you know, because I kind of had that persona too, and like carefree.
You were crazy?
Yeah, like carefree, just like, you know, whatever, go to the bar, you know, blah blah blah. And then my buddy's like, "Hey, I brought this movie over. You should watch it." And I watched it, and then I was like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, I've been told that the Robert Downey Jr., Smash Mouth, Sully from Godsmack. Somebody said Elton John.
That's a good one.
Glasses.
I had an idea.
Yeah. Sure.
Have you ever gone worm hunting?
I have, but it's been like since I was a kid.
Yeah, same.
But that would be fun.
I was just taking the trash out, and night crawlers are out in the grass breeding right now. You want to go worm hunting?
Should do that sometime.
We could do it right now.
No, I can't. Right. Well, where I'm at, it's all concrete jungle.
All right, I'll do it. I mean, I'm in the city too, but I was thinking when I saw the worms, I was like, I wonder how many people have gone worm hunting. One in the chat if you don't want me to go worm hunting. 2 in the chat if you want to see me go worm hunting. I'll like strap the camera to my chest and catch some worms out of the dirt.
That would be cool.
Right?
Yeah. It's a pretty kitty.
Hey, you should get our cat.
Yeah.
We got 2.
Oh, here's
Thanks, Lashana. These are prescription glasses.
one.
This is
no
this
opinion.
Is mine. This is
I have a cat
my
too.
guy
I don't even know. They just sneak into my arms.
Let's see what they do if they see each other.
This one's camera shy. It'll look away from the camera every time. 3?
So,
what is that?
Yeah, we got 3.
What do you want me to throw the worms in the grease after I catch them? Is that what a 3 is? What's going on here?
Oh man, he is just purring. He is just purring up, man. This is Barnabas, but I call him Perby Burr. I don't know why. I don't know how I came up with that name.
Perby Burr? Did you say Perby Burr?
Yeah,
Perby
like
Burr?
Per Bieber. I don't know why. It's for pork briar, and I don't even know where I came up with that. So just weird names. Hey, Luciana, how's it going?
I got a neat one.
He's Barnabas.
Well, if I fried it in the grease, I would eat it. Like that's what?
Are you serious? Like
Strawberry bait.
Wow. Release. You didn't even eat your strawberry bait when someone dared you to do that. So you got no street cred when it comes to dares. You know what I mean?
I haven't eaten worms since I was in the Army.
Oh, I love a good worm soup. You know, in the Ranger manual, there's a recipe for worm soup in there.
Is there?
Did you ever? Yeah.
See,
So what you do is you bake the worms in the sun until they're all dried out, and then you crush them into a powder, and that makes like a good bouillon base.
Actually, I have heard of that. This is
it's very
Sylvester.
Oh, you have 2 black ones?
Yeah,
he's huge. And white one. I got some yin yang stuff going on.
No, I got one of those too.
Oh, you got one of those too? How many cats you guys got? We just got 2. You guys got 3? All right, you win. You got 3 cats. Do you have a dog though? We have a dog.
Yeah, we don't have a dog. It was supposed
Yeah.
to be
All right,
two,
we win.
but the other one just kind of crawled in my lap when he was a kitten, and I said, "All right, well, I guess you're coming home." So I'm glad I did though, because the black kitten one is so sweet.
Mine are
He's so-
obnoxiously sweet. Like you see, I don't even realize they're always sneaking into my arms and like making me pet them. I'm not even trying to pet them. They just like force it out of me. It's like,
Oh, worm soup. Yeah, I mean, don't drill and chill. Don't knock it. I mean, like mayflies, for
right.
instance. You can eat mayflies. Mayflies are actually really sweet.
I'm
They
pretty sure you can eat any bug. Actually, so
Oh
when
yeah.
I was in the army, we were eating ants, and
Mhm.
I found out that like the little like red type ants are kind of spicy a little bit,
They do.
right?
They got a kick.
Yeah, and the black ants are kind of sweet, like little tiny blueberries. I swear to God, I swear to God.
Hey, Lucifer. Yeah, I think one of my feeds, I said if I catch 10
What's up,
fish,
Luca?
I would start eating the minnows.
That's dangerous. Freshwater has parasites. I know a lot of like
Ugh.
saltwater people do it to like geek people out, but the saltwater kills the parasites, no big deal. But freshwater, you could have a situation.
Oh
Unless
my god,
I've seen
I never
those
knew that.
ivermectin and all that stuff on infomercials all the time. I'm like, oh, maybe I should get some of that just in case. I do
I never
handle a
knew
lot
that
of
actually.
parasitic stuff. Oh, you
God,
didn't?
no, I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't do that, man.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be like on the
No, you'd
toilet.
be fine. You'd just be messed up. Actually, having cats, you're pretty likely to have parasites, and parasites that actually make you affect your brain activity
Yeah.
to increase risky behavior.
Oh my god. Hey, Amikins.
He's gonna lay there, huh?
I mean,
Yeah,
what
that's
are those parasites called? Do you know the ones in the cat feces? Plas-
uh
Toxoplasmosis.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Toxic plasmosis. That's why I'm always on, the kid. Like, dude, your job is to do litter box. It stinks. Change it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And it's like, hey, TikTok for life. Hang on a second. I'm gonna give you a wrench because I've seen you around. There you go.
It's my eye, I think. Hold on. There we go.
There you go.
There, now I'm more normal. That's much better, right?
So for everybody joining in, me and Fishy Things actually tomorrow at noon we're gonna go live. We're doing a fishing collab. So
11:59.
I don't know if you've done this before, but this is my first time doing this. So we kind of thought we'd do a test run tonight. I was kind of like, hey, blah blah blah, and he's like, well, we could do it tonight, and I'm like, hey, why not? Let's try it out. So it's like a learning experience. So I mean, you guys are here for the beta testing. Um, yeah,
I'm just here for a good time.
and it works. I'm
Come
here
on.
for the fish.
I mean, we've got some aquariums I could show off. I was offering to go worm hunting. I mean and I need to go worm hunting tonight because I'm gonna need worms for bait tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
I bought some green ones. They're in my car, just sitting there
those
waiting.
nitro worms, do those really work? I've
Oh my
never thought
god.
of it.
Well, I mean, the logic is this. I mean, you buy red hooks because red they can't see the hook. So green is the opposite of red. So it makes
We're
more
fishing
sense
in the
that they
same
would see
state,
green.
Grease, but no, we'll be fishing in separate locations. Most likely the same river, but different
Yeah, just
spots of it.
at different locations,
Sorry, I
but
didn't
at
mean
the
to
same
interrupt you.
time.
I
No,
just want
you're
to make
fine.
sure we're engaging with the chat. What's going on, Poppy Chulos? Says Wyatt Earp.
Puppy,
Woo!
puppy chulo. But yeah, that was
Wendy
so
Steele.
Skipjack Cindy was doing a panel tonight, and I popped in and said hi, and I didn't realize that all of them were on my stream the other day where I double got the sturgeon at the same time, and they were just blown away by that. It was kind of nice getting like that big of a shout out from them. I mean, I was
Oh
sitting
yeah.
here like all of a sudden I just started like grinning, like, oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
no,
really cool.
that's
That's
like
so
half the fun of the fishing community is like we all watch each other's stuff, and
yep.
then so like we celebrate each other's big catches, So
I
it's
know.
it's really
And you
cool.
were lucky to go down there actually and catch a blue catfish. I mean, I think that's just
Yeah,
I'm
two of them,
so envious. What's that?
two of them, two blues.
Yeah, I saw those videos. I mean, I was so envious of that. I was like, man, that's just awesome. But
I mean, they weren't world-beating blues, but I was just tickled because I only had the one shot. So, like, you know how
Yeah.
fishing can be. So I was just happy that I got a blue. But yeah, those things get like 100 pounds. My best one that I got in my one shot was an 8-pounder. That's decent,
Yeah. Drill and Chill is from Madison. He's another one that we need to hook up with at some point.
Oh yeah, I think I was talking to him in the chat a little bit. I was very distracted today. I was
Yeah.
moody through the first half of my life because everything kept breaking.
Oh, I know. And
It
then
was
you catch
crazy.
that giant sturgeon. It's like, oh
I don't
wow.
know, giant. It was a good sturgeon.
It
Well,
was
it
a
was an
great
okay
sturgeon.
sturgeon.
I mean, that thing is 49 years old. I mean, you can't beat that.
Right.
It's like, holy
Right.
shit.
No, it was great. I just feel like I shouldn't be like, oh, it was huge. I mean,
Yeah.
because for sturgeon, it was a medium sturgeon. Let's be real.
It was nice. I mean, I saw that and I'm like, oh wow, that's awesome, 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 awesome. It's
But now
nice
I got
when
it worked out, and I'm gonna go back there tomorrow and stay in the spot from the get that I don't get snagged in, and
yeah.
then I'll probably catch a few of them, and probably maybe even some bigger ones. Most likely
Now,
some bigger ones,
now
honestly.
you were up more towards the dam before you moved, right?
Yeah, I was up in that like heavy current, and there was like a really strong eddy there. You know what I mean? So I know that catfish like to, if they're big enough, they'll sit at the bottom of an eddy and wait for bait to just come in there. You know what I mean? Oh, get this. There's a sign up there that says there's a catfishing season for that one spot now,
Yeah.
and I've never heard of such a thing. Like, have you ever heard of catfishing season? That like you can't fish for catfish right now? I've never
Um,
heard of this in my
I
life, but there's
believe
a sign up there saying it. I think it's
I
just to promote the
haven't,
standard even more.
but I mean, like right now, like even catching walleye, you're supposed to let them go. Like the season
Yeah.
doesn't open up till May 1st. So hey,
Yeah.
hey, Mrs. Thunderstruck, thanks for stopping in.
Oh,
I
I didn't
appreciate
sure I
that.
didn't even see.
And Stevie B, that's Fishy Things.
He gets not recognize me.
Yeah.
Do I need to put my gray hat on?
Right?
Where's my gray hat? People are confused. I gotta fix this. I got a brand to protect here.
Yeah. So Fishy Things was like actually one of the, I started this channel in September and I did a few videos and I don't ice fish. So I kind of shelved the channel and there was only 52 subscribers when I stopped working this channel. Then I came back in March and, I saw what a live stream was. So I clicked on it and I'm a computer guy, but at the same time I'm a dumbass because I was like, I didn't realize you can go
We
live
all
on your phone and it's right there. So I was talking with Fishy Things and I asked him about it and he's like, yeah, you just hit your phone and all that stuff. So he gave me the courage and kind of the wisdom to go live and I went live that one
wisdom from
time.
me.
Yeah. And the rest is history. I mean, to be honest, Fishy Thing is actually the one that got me started doing live. And then I started developing the channel actually more just by uh, you
Go
know,
ahead.
I
Screw it.
yeah, I mean it's just crazy. And then going into a live chat, and talking with everybody and networking, I didn't realize the importance of that, because I thought it's just make a good video and you'll get people coming to your channel.
Steel.
I didn't realize the whole network aspect of it. And then Skipjack Cindy is the second person that I befriended that really kind of told me about networking and stuff.
I will fix your toilet for the right price. I'm good at it.
From the trade bridge up. I try to keep up on chat too. I've seen the sock dam is set up for that. No cats or sturgeon.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy too because above the dam.
Don't recognize me without two hoodies. This is indoor fishing. I took off both my hoodies today when I caught that sturgeon. That's how nice it got today. I was
Yeah,
hoodieless.
it was supposed to only get up to like 62, and then I looked at the temp in my car when I was driving, and it said like 68. I'm like,
That was a nice sturgeon you caught.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Nice is an acceptable word. I'll accept that.
Yeah. I just say it.
Flushy gonna flush things. That's what flushy do.
Flushy. Flippy things. I want to do burpee things and just be
You
at
do it.
restaurants and just
Do it.
"Rah."
Yeah, and then who was it? Was it Wyatt Orp? Is he still in here? He was gonna do party things. Like we
Party
could have a
things.
whole squad of things and we could just show
Yeah.
up to chats and boost people, you know what I mean?
It's like gaming when you have those guilds. You know, like, oh, this is
All
evil.
right, Release. Thanks for popping in. Catch you
Yeah,
on your next
you're
live.
just
Hey, Release, one thing though. What's this replay live stuff? You keep confusing me. How did you get it to say that it's live when it's definitely not live?
who, me?
No, Grease. You do that too, though, don't you?
Yeah, I do that at night on live streams. I run it 12 hours. And the reason being is I have a couple people that are from Europe, and they said,
Mhm.
"Oh, I wish I could watch your video, because you're going to bed while we're waking up." And I was doing research, and I use a software called OBS. So I went in OBS and I fiddled around with it and grabbed the video file, the raw file, put it on loop, and then just stream it, and it just plays over and over. So then they can watch it. And believe it or not, when I do that, I get like 118 to 125-hour watch hours from that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, yeah. I
And
mean, I
when I
get that in I've gotten like I think 180 on one of my 4-hour lives. It's kind of I mean, it's not consistent, but it happens.
right, yeah,
But that was just doing a plain old live, and then putting it public. But I mean,
once,
it's whatever. If people want to do it, it personally annoys me because like I don't like watching. I don't expect anyone else to watch my lives after they're over because I feel like the chat and engaging with the people is like half the deal. You know what I mean? So
let's
I don't
take a
know.
minute.
It's weird to me to hear someone talking to a bunch of people that are typing and you can't see what the people are typing.
Yeah, I know. I was on a channel before I sat down and finished setting this up at like 9:30. This guy had 20,000 subs, and then he had like
Gotcha.
100 something people watching, and his chat was just going like this. You couldn't even you'd comment, and you'd be lucky if he'd even see you. I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh,
holy shit. Oops.
yeah.
I guess you're not supposed to.
Did you
So
catch
Randall,
my
what?
live last night when we just started dropping F bombs like crazy? I made the whole chat use F bombs and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've said a couple F bombs and been like, oops.
4 main colors that actually make a difference in fishing. Oh, we got a pretty legit question here. Can we pin that? How do we pin that? I can't. I cannot. It's yours. Land of Steel Fishing says, "What are your thoughts on 4 main colors that actually make a difference in fishing?
I would have to say.
Natural, unnatural, bright, dark." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say white, yellow, dark blue, black, and then a natural color. But like when I bass fish, I use on clear days, I use like a pumpkin color, and then if it's cloudy out, I'll use a dark blue black. And I noticed that it's a really like with whopper ploppers. I do a lot of whopper ploppers, and when it's cloudy out and overcast and the pressure's down, I'll throw on a black loon, and the bass and the pike just kapow, kapow, kapow,
Really?
kapow. Oh yeah, it's one of my
I
favorite.
gotta get into the whopper plopper game. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much a live bait fisherman, but
yeah,
I've heard enough people in enough chats say, "Did you try
yeah.
a whopper plopper?" That
Uh,
I'm like, I gotta get a whopper plopper and try these things out because there must be something to it. You know what I mean? So
release the grease. He's like, "What's up with Brad Pitt on the thumbnail?"
yep, yep, right. Makes me look like some kind of hillbilly, and then he's
And
like, "I'm gonna look like frickin' Tyler Durden. Watch out, world."
so Randall Young, I'm working hard to get banned from YouTube. Our community is so divided. Went from fishing to who can be in the most chats for likes and views.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with Randall. Seems to
He's
be beefing
Me
with a
neither.
bunch of people, and I don't really know the story.
I
And
don't either.
I just kind of want to stay out of it.
I think I'm going to
That's,
stay out of it.
nobody in any of my chats has personally done anything that's offended me yet, so I don't
Yeah.
really. I'd like it if
I've had
people in the
one
chat don't.
person.
Did you?
I had one person, and the sad thing is I'm not going to say who it is, but I've seen them in other chats and stuff, and I've interacted with them, and they came on one of my restreams, and they said that it was. They're like, what is this? And I explained to her. I said it's a restream. You don't have to watch it if you don't want. You're free to go, but it's for my European friends.
Yeah.
And they said, well, this is why nobody talks to you. This is the worst YouTube
What?
channel on the internet. And I
Are
couldn't
you
believe
kidding me?
they said that. I sat there for like a minute rereading it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, you know what? Hide.
That's
I'm like,
crazy. The
I'm like,
audacity.
bye.
I mean, obviously they're out of their mind, and anyone who
Yeah.
to say something like that is cuckoo.
Yeah.
But
And then I see them on the other channels and I just
huh?
ignore them.
Yeah, we're just here to have some fun, you know.
Yeah, that's all it's supposed to be about. And I know we're not fishing right now, but we're talking, we're just and this is fun too. Hey
Oh yeah.
Nick.
What's up, Nikki?
Hey Nightbot.
Dude, Nightbot's a jerk. I can't stand Nightbot. Like
You
he's
gotta
just got
set it up.
issues.
You gotta set it up proper. The first time I used Nightbot, I went on a live stream and anybody that commented in EmojiCon got banned right away. And I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And I had to like get out of leave the live stream up and bring a browser window open, and I went into Nightbot and Skipjack Cindy's like, you got to turn off all those spam
Right,
filters. So I went in
right.
and did that real quick, and then I unblocked people, and I'm like, I am so sorry, that wasn't me. So they're all like, oh, it's okay, and I'm like, thanks. Put me on the Whopper Plopper, and the River to Sea 60 is so versatile, it's crazy. Yeah, I used
I don't know what
the
that means.
Whopper 110s, and I caught like, and this is the thing. If you want to go fishing, other than this lake that I know, and I mentioned White Mountain, but there's another place called Lake Emery by Briggsville, Wisconsin. It's north of the Dells, about
Mhm.
15 miles.
Yeah.
There's a little area that I fish, but if we have a boat, you have a small boat. If we were to
Mhm.
go in there with the boat, I guarantee you, minimum size bass you're going to catch is 17 inches out of there, and they bite like crazy. Like those Whopper
Sounds like
ploppers,
a
they
good
just
time.
boom, boom, boom. I mean, I caught a 21 incher last year, and that's my personal best. And I caught a 37-inch
Cuckoo.
northern, and it was crazy. I mean, that place it's a secret spot, but it's not so much secret now because I see so many people going out there. But
Yeah.
uh,
I hate fishing around other people.
yeah, all right.
I
Pure
like I
Colts?
like having a like secluded spot all to myself.
Me too.
I mean,
That's like in the Dells in the summertime, that beach area by River's Edge. You go down there to fish and you just find a little section away from everybody. And
yeah.
all the freaking kids from Chicago, all of a sudden they got the whole beach. They're swimming in front of your lines. And it's like, you got the whole beach. Why are you over here? And their parents are like, you know, it's like they're going to get hooked. You
Yeah.
should move
Oh
your
yeah. Or
kids.
they're gonna hook you, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, that river isn't anything to play with. I know it's a beach, but
No.
dude, I wouldn't go out 10 feet from that off the beach. I mean, that current drops right off. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
that
Wisconsin.
20-year-old, they still haven't found. I've flown my drone so many times up and down about 5 miles along the shoreline, and
Yeah.
I can't find him. I'm like, dude, that kid is either in Sauk City now in the dam somewhere caught up, or he's in a log or something underwater's got him. And
Well,
I
it was
feel
this one by Wyatt Orp here. It said, I have a night bod. I only take off my clothes at night in the dark so I don't get upset. The night
like
bod.
release the grease. I thought the person with the VR was the one of the cats for a second. Oh yeah, that's Blake. He's the oldest child. He just got one of those new Ocular Max. What is it? Threes. So
What?
he's been
What is
playing
that?
with that.
What is it? Ocular Mac 3? What do you got? Like a robot for your cat? What are we talking about?
No, it's a VR system. He was in the background, like
He still is, I can see.
Oh,
he's in there
I thought you were
playing.
talking about the cat. I was like, you got a VR for your cat?
That would be great. Excuse me.
Like, wow, that's I mean, I've heard of people spoiling their pets, but VR for the cat, that's
Oh yeah.
next level,
Be
you
sure
know?
to share the live. Pure
Yeah.
Coops. Pure Coops from the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, share this live. Let's get this popping, huh?
Oh yeah, we got 14 people. That's cool. It's weird with lives. Like one time I was live and I only had like 3 people on at one time consistent. And I'm like, wow, this sucks. And then here I go out the next day and I had like 97 consecutive people at the
Oh, wow.
same time. And I'm like, what is
I don't think
going
I've ever
on?
had that.
It's like luck of the draw, like the time slot. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's everything on YouTube's a mystery, honestly. I know a lot of people say they understand it or whatever, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, it's just it all baffles me. I'm like, I never really like I swear some of my best stuff gets like the least pushed. And I don't know.
Or some of the like the stuff that I'm like, well, that's not a really good short. And then I look and it's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
11,000 views. I'm like,
Yep.
what? But one
Yep.
thing I have learned, I did learn this. You know, in the old days, I used to make my shorts up to a minute long. And now
Mhm.
it's this program I use, you know, I have like I go in with the raw footage, clip what I want, like when I catch the fish to when I'm walking away. And then I go back in and trim out some of the fat, like you don't need to see me pulling in for 2 minutes. And then I save it. And then this program I have, you just drop it in there and it makes the short. So then it comes back and it tells you how long do you want it, 0 to 30
Right.
seconds or 30 to 45. And I say 0 to 30. And it comes back with like a 15-second short with everything compressed in there with like emoji cons and beeps and sounds. And those shorts get like 6,000 views. It's like,
TikTok, are you guys getting him or me or both of us? And release, you only catch 3-pounders?
Miss F, hello, Robot for Life. Robot
Fish
for
with
the
JR
cat.
buds tomorrow.
What's the
The
main
Santa
fish?
Ana. That's a good idea, White Orb. I'll watch you and JR fish at the Santa Ana. That'd be cool.
My favorite, what fish do I mainly
Thank you,
catch? It all
Tracy.
depends on the season.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
It really does. Like right now, it's walleye, sturgeon, or
Or
catfish.
when I get bored with a fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if
But
I've caught too
bass,
many of a species, I'm like, I want to move on to something else.
exactly.
Or
I get that way
or
too.
if I haven't caught one, like if I will stick at it for like months, like flathead summers, I'll get crazy. I'll be out every night trying to get a flathead, getting skunked like 6 out of 7 nights in a row, you know what I mean? And
Oh
then
yeah.
when you do get a flathead, it's completely worth it.
Well, you know what's
Thank
funny
you so much,
is
Tracy.
Miss Swift right here. She has never caught a catfish in her entire life.
No, I
What?
Not
I
one.
got. No, I've actually latched onto 2 catfish in the river down here, and one of them its head came out of the water, and it was literally like that huge. And then right at shore, it came off. I was like, "Oh my lord!" It
That
really
was a
sucked.
flathead.
Yeah, it was huge. I was so upset.
My wife caught a little baby channel cat. I think I talked her into going fishing with me. How many times have you gone fishing with me now? 2 or 3? Yeah. I talked her going fishing with me a couple times, but she never said she didn't like it, but I don't think she liked it, so I stopped inviting her.
That's good. That's good
Well,
advice.
and the thing is, I need someone to watch we need someone to watch our kid. So, because yeah, our daughter is, extra difficult. She's not a normal kid, you know?
My nephew is autistic,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah,
I
my daughter's
know.
autistic, yeah.
I definitely
So
know.
we
And
really can't even go fishing together.
my best friend's son is autistic too. But you know, he is so brilliant though. At the same time, like one time he came up to me with this piece of paper, and I went to school for art, so he had every color like in the from the Crayola that was mixed up. He put them all in order, and he's like, "Look at this," and I'm just like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, that's some good advice, Drill and Chill. Like, kind of like even though it's 90 people, the way you talk, it's like you're talking to them. You know?
What do I do? Do I sound like I'm not talking to people when
Mm-mm.
I talk to them?
Not at all.
Like, I
Not
feel
at
like
all.
I am talking to them. Like, I'll read their comment and be like, "Hey, you, da da da." And I don't know.
I
I don't
try to
know.
read
I
it.
still don't have any clue what I'm doing on YouTube. I've just been fucking, oops,
Same here.
winging it. I've just been winging it
Same
for a
here.
long time.
Same here. You
Like,
know,
I don't know.
I'm just
Like,
starting
I'm
to
a
get
little
like,
artsy, you know what I mean? So, like, I
yeah,
feel like I'm making some kinda cool stuff, but I don't really know what I'm doing.
yeah. It's like I'm just starting to relax more, you know, where I can be myself and kind of be goofy. Before I was like, hello there. Welcome to South Wisconsin fishing.
Yeah, no
Today
one wants
we
to
are
hear
going to
that.
catch walleye.
Your hook is
Now
really
this
good, though. Your short hook is really good. Check this out. That's super good, man. It's a really good
I
hook. It's
You know what I've been
engaging.
doing lately?
It pops right off the bat. It's like it's
Yeah.
very inviting to like, hey, let's check it out. What's going on? What's he doing? You know what I mean? It's
I-
a good hook.
The last video I just started incorporating, I don't know why I wasn't doing it before, but like you know, like you're talking and then when you emphasize like let's catch some fish, I do a quick zoom in where I'm like, let's catch some fish, and then it goes
Yeah.
back. And I
Yeah.
was reading like that engages people more, that those little subtle things are like psychologically, you know, people are like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
It's so it's a little bit like neuro linguistic programming, right?
mhm,
And so like body language. So like if somebody just leans up into you like this, you feel like, hey, they got to really tell me something specifically. You
yeah,
know what I mean? That's like the feeling gets you like, hey, so here's the thing, right? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah,
oh, the lean in is like this is
yeah,
specific to me, and this is serious. Like, I gotta hear this.
oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. Now I like burp and fart on camera, and I'm just like, oh, sorry. You know, it's
people
like
love
she
that. They love
belched.
it.
She was on a stream like a couple videos back. She was like, she's a tomboy, so she's like sitting there fishing, and you know, on her live stream, and she's just sitting there ripping belches off like a man. And I'm like looking over at her. I'm like, you know, you're on a live stream, right? And she's like, oh, you know, and then she's like, she catches a, you know, she's like sitting there, and all of a sudden she's belches really loud. She's like, "Here, fishy," really loud. So when I was making the video, when it came to that part later on, I spent 3 hours going scrubbing until I found that one little sound bite that was her belching, going fishy, you know, like "Here, fishy," and I put that in the video. So when she
Thank you,
pulls up,
girl.
she's like, "Here, fishy," you know, and then she's like, "Oh, I got one." And I told Skipjack Cindy, I'm like, "Here's the video. I found the timestamp. It's at 4 minutes 55 seconds." And she was trying to play it on the panel. I said, "Turn up the volume really loud." But it was creating feedback. But she saw it afterwards, and she commented, and she was just a whole bunch of laughing faces. But
She's awesome. Her and
yeah,
Travis are both super awesome people. I
yeah,
really enjoyed
I would
visiting
love to
them.
meet them.
I'm gonna try and
But
do that like once a year because it's
yeah,
just a
I
good
mean,
time.
you drove down, right?
Hmm.
How long of a trip was it?
I don't fly. Um, I mean, 12 hours casually. You could do it in like 10 or 9 if you were hardcore. Huh? Yeah, my mom lives around there.
There are imprints on my forehead from the
I'll email you my
What?
number if that's okay, so you can forward it to him and get it in touch. We're doing a collab. Why you're doing a collab tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they're trying to meet up at the Santa Ana. Him and JR Buds 909. Wide
JR
open
Bud.
JR Buds. Yeah. It's probably Junior Buds. I don't know why I call him JR Buds. I think I've heard him say he doesn't care which way we say it. He said, "You can call me Junior, you can call me JR, you can call me Buds, you can call me 909. I don't care." He's chill. He's cool. I like him.
Yeah, he seems nice. I like
Orp is fun.
Release the Greens too.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I watch
absolutely.
him and I'm just like, that's just so laid back, you know. It's like I just want to go there and just sit down. Just put a pole and just sit down and just be like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
what's up, man? How are you? Um, for the most part, I mean, everybody on here is like super laid back, and
Well, yeah.
it's
I mean,
it's a great community.
yeah. I'm kind of in multiple communities now. But yeah, the fishing community is so chill and laid back. I was just in RN to CEOs live,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and she was talking about how like it's so strange to me when I go to a fishing live because sometimes you guys are just literally sitting there not talking. No one's leaving. You're just all watching, waiting for a fish to come. Like you're all, and I'm like, yeah, that's fishing. Like that's what it is. Like we don't have to constantly talk. Like I'm,
Yeah,
I finally realized like I'll just respond to the chat. You know, if they're talkative, I'll
yeah,
be talkative. If they're not, I won't. But I think it is really important to be able to, steadily actually see the chat. I don't well, I
yeah.
mean, I don't know.
There's
It's not, like, mandatory, but I think it helps is what I'm saying.
there's a program that I came across tonight. I'm kind of interested in looking at. I don't know if it's a cost or not. I can't even remember the stupid name. I'm gonna have to go in my history. But it's an app that when you do live, it allows you to use both cameras at the same time. So it's what the top part is like the front camera and the bottom part is facing you. And with
Right.
that, the idea is putting the camera in front of me so they see the poles and me at the same time. That is kind of cool.
I'm not gonna do that, and here's why. Because I'm already very annoyed with the amount of things I have to charge up before I go fishing. That's a lot
Oh.
of responsibility.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It is the same phone? I thought that was like 2 different phones, no?
No, it's the same phone. It splits this.
Oh.
It uses
So you
both
don't have to charge
cameras.
more things. I thought you were saying use 2 more phones. I was like,
Oh
"Geez."
no. It
And then you
uses
need,
your
like, 2
front
more
and back.
harnesses and
Yeah, no, it uses both your front and back cameras.
Huh.
So the front screen would be like your fishing poles, and the bottom screen would be facing you, so you can talk and they can see both at the same time. I'm interested in checking that out because some
Well,
people are
yeah,
like,
that'd be
"Well, I
kinda
want to
cool.
see you when you talk," and other people are like, "Just show the goddamn poles."
Right.
So, like when I
Right.
set up, I try to set the tripod where you can kind of see both, and I just can't find an angle. I'm always constantly either like this
What's up, outdoor fam?
or what. How you
Or
use both?
outdoor fam just said, "What's up?"
How do you use
Um,
both? Hey, what's up, outdoor fam? Stevie B, are you talking about? I just switch it back and forth. Yeah, it's an app,
yeah, yeah.
and I gotta explore it a little more to see what it is. But that would be kind of cool. I'd like to try it just to see if it how it works. If people like it or not. Maybe take a
Thank you,
poll and be like,
Lucas.
"What do you think?"
Thank you.
Fishy gets annoyed and frustrated, which is quite understandable. Yeah, about setup because I do long form and all that. It takes me an hour before I even go live because I get out there. What
Yeah.
I do is I fly my drone and I get the
Mhm.
overhead footage.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
after I get that done, then I set up the iPad, that does
Yeah,
the
both
whole
Westons.
recording, and then that's a tripod, my live tripod. Then I gotta put the microphone on my thing. And then there's what else is there? There's the head cam, the GoPro
And the mics.
and the mics, and then I have to go up to the iPad and be like sync, test, 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 because in the
Oh my
program
god.
you gotta align all
Oh,
that shit.
yeah.
Yeah, otherwise there's no audio.
Another level, man. You're at another level. I don't want it. I'm not going there. It's
Yeah,
I'm already frustrated with everything. It's like,
yeah.
I feel like it's stealing from my fishing time. I'm like, "I
I
just
know.
wanna fish. Set this camera up, work."
Now, what's worse is when you do all that shit and then you don't catch nothing all day. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
waste.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
waste. It's like,
My poles
all right, I gotta throw it all away.
Well, what's really funny, so about now, fishing for YouTube is, like, because I set a schedule, I have to go out when I know that the fishing is not gonna be good, you know what I mean? Like, I know the weather's in a spot where it's gonna be trash, and I'm like, "I gotta go anyway," and then I'm just irritated the whole time. It's such a crappy life.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna in the future, I'm not gonna schedule anymore. I mean, I'll go live a lot, but I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
like, demand I go to myself that I go live. I know it's my
Oh yeah.
choice, but yeah.
Release the grease. No, I have it on a tripod.
That's what I just told him.
But there's one video where I had to splice it because it was so goddamn windy on that beach. It was blowing the tripod over with the iPad into the sand, so I had to blow it all out. And you see me sitting in my chair, and then all of a sudden going, and then it's like I trip and fall. I fell down on my face trying to get it, and then when I was walking back, my live tripod with my phone all of a sudden
Yeah.
started going like this, and it's like, oh my god! And then I didn't even catch a damn fish. It's like this just sucks. This
I'm really
guy's
nervous. I'm gonna try and do a, live from my boat on Thursday, and I'm so scared that something's gonna go bad. I'm gonna drop the phone into the water, like the
so
tripod fall over or something. I don't know. So nervous
so
about it.
what I've seen with people that do that, because my one of my best friends has two kayaks, and last year I went kayak fishing with him, and he's
Yeah.
got a stand that a pole that you can put in, and your tripod or your where you put your phone that's real tight sits in that, and he assures me, he goes, it won't drop or anything, and it's like, wow, I'm scared of that too. He wanted me to take my drone out on his boat, and I'm like, you can't because your home point is where GPS is. So if you move the boat and that thing's landing, boom, you're out
Release I
$1,500.
haven't tested the motor yet. This live on Thursday will be the first time trying my new motor for my boat, but it's okay because I'll still have the other motor in there, so if something goes wrong with the new motor, it'll be alright. hopefully. But
Yeah.
yeah, and drill and chill.
I
I
get
hear
it.
you on that as far as I don't want YouTube to become work or inconvenient. Yeah, I get that.
I mean, YouTube will
This
be
is supposed
work
to be
if I
fun.
can.
I mean,
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie. I
trying
mean,
not to get myself, like, over excited about the idea of, like, possibly making money or whatever, like, I know or I don't know anything, and that's exactly I don't wanna get my hopes up. I just wanna I'm it was ancient art that got me started, and it was the simple line of, "I go fishing all the time anyway, I may as well be recording too," and it was like, light bulb,
it's
here we
the
go.
same thing. He said the same thing. I met him last
Yeah,
year, and I was like,
yep,
"Why aren't we doing the same thing?" I'm like, "We fish all the time. Why are we not doing this?" I mean, is it
right,
competition, and would I be competing with him? And it's not. That's the thing. And back then, I thought, well, I'd be competing with him, and I don't want to step on his feet. And then I come to realize you're not competing. Having a channel like that, especially if you're friends with him, is
yeah,
actually helping you.
yeah, absolutely,
You know,
absolutely, yeah,
And I think
I
that's why
could
I
agree more.
personally didn't go live for the longest time and stuff because I was afraid. Well, he's got like a couple people watching him, and I'm here at the same place. I don't want to go live, and then everybody comes to my feed because I would feel bad.
Yeah, yeah,
But I realized, then you look in your settings and you can actually send people from your channel when you're done over to them
yeah, that's
in your
yeah,
settings. I won't use it, but I mean, it's like if somebody was
never
begging me,
mind. Oh, yeah, they share the love a lot, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely,
So,
it's
and that's
cool.
what's fun about that. I mean, that's what I love about that. But I love
Agrees.
fishing. I fished since I was a kid, so
I
I know.
wouldn't dare try to do this from a kayak, I can't I know there's a ton of kayak YouTubers, I'm like, "Oh my god, I could never."
You ever watch that Bob Ross guy? That's like a kayaker. It's like
No.
NSY kayak or whatever. He's a
Oh,
great
maybe I have.
channel.
I feel like maybe I have actually,
He's
but not a
like
lot.
he's first person. It's like all he
Yeah,
has is the GoPro. He's totally like, "Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going, feeling like, going here." And all it is him just fishing and just he clips all the fish he catches. And this guy catches a lot of fish. I mean, he's got this
yeah.
river. He caught like 5 muskies in one day, like nothing. And he's like,
No
I'm
way.
just like, "Oh,
Not live, no way.
how
He
the hell
clipped
do you
that.
do that?" Yeah, he
You can't
clipped
catch
it.
5 muskies in one day.
No,
That's not
no,
possible.
he clipped it. It was a long form, but I mean, yeah, and he doesn't have one single live on his channel, and the guy's got like 300,000 subs, and not one
Thank you,
live.
Tracy.
Same thing. I'm out fishing and let's record. Yeah, the fishing
Right,
community is amazing supporters. The live kayak this summer and that stay promise and tip it up thing. You know what's cool too is I don't know about you, but like a couple times lately that I've been fishing, people will come up to me and they'll be like, "Do you got a YouTube channel?" And it's like, "Yeah," and I'll be like, "If you want to jump in and say hi to everybody, the whole world's watching." Most of them are like, "Oh no," unless they're
right.
kids. And then I'm like, "Do I have permission for them to be on video?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, come on over and say hi." And they're, "Hi, everybody," And it's cool because
I'm the opposite. I'll be nice to people, but I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed, like, you can see I'm doing something and they come and
yeah,
they just wanna, like, harass me and you know what I mean? I'm
oh
just
yeah,
like, "I'm doing a thing here, go away."
yeah.
I don't know, but I don't say that, I say whatever the nice thing to say is,
I had a
but
DNR
it's
guy come
annoying.
up to me and he was all like, "What are you doing?" And I told him, I know I'm doing a live. And he's like, "You're live on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You want to be in on it?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "But that's cool. Hey, everybody," in the background. And I'm like, "That's the DNR."
Right?
And then he's like, of course, checks me while I'm like recording. He's like, "You got your ID?" And I'm like, "Here you go, sir. I'm good to go." Um, but yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
cool release. I'll do a mix of, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm gonna do until I sit down and start editing, and then this stuff happens. Like, I know I'm gonna make it like a music I make music. I've already got songs made for my future episodes, but then I just collect content when I'm fishing not live, and then eventually when I've got enough content, I'll put it together in a music video, and sometimes it's POV, sometimes it's my friend recording me, sometimes I don't know. It's a mystery to me, it just happens.
it's it's fun. I like your music. I mean, I
Oh,
watched your
thank you.
cooking ones, And the first time when I watched her cooking ones, and I heard the subliminal like fish soup, and I'm just like, did what? And I'm like listening, and I'm like, oh my god, he put like. I go, that's freaking cool. That's when I was like, hey, how'd you do that? Hey, your music, how did you do that? Is that Because I was like, that's really cool. Because I put like country songs, and I'm thinking like, well, what if it's a country song and it's a sturgeon, and then I come back later and it's like catching a sturgeon, in the background or something.
Right.
But I just said back. I use the stock country songs they got,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I still.
I've got a really good one I'm excited about coming up. I think it might be one of my best fishing songs yet, honestly. It's
I can't wait to check it out.
excited about it. I'm really excited.
I can't wait
But
to
I
check it
need
out.
so for this song to work, I need footage of me catching fish from a boat. So there's a little
Okay.
sneak peek.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
try
telling
those
you,
back links or something.
that White Mountain County Park video I showed you, that spot, I've been going there since I was 6 years old with my grandfather and my father. And when it's a sunny day out and no wind and you're out there on that boat and you're just going along the shorelines like that and just throwing, it's just insane. Like there's bass in there that are, and the bluegills in that lake are plates. I caught a sun or a pumpkin seed. It was like the size of my hand, and I'm just like,
I
holy shit.
I don't get excited. I've got so many blue. So my dad was obsessed with bluegill. Like that was his favorite fish to catch, and he liked to catch really big bluegill. So we got it all figured out. That was like the first fish like I mastered as a child. My dad got me on figuring out bluegill, and I have got bluegill spots. I must have 100 bluegill spots where you catch them the size of a pan. You know what I mean? So I
Isn't
don't.
that great?
No, it's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, Madison's like every pond in Madison has gigantic bluegill in it. You know that?
Yeah. I used to live in Madison I went to school there, like college there. I went to MATC there. And then when I left, went to Florida. And then when I moved back, I was in a relationship with a girl and I ended up moving in with her in Madison. When we broke up, I came back to my hometown finally after 30 years. But I remember going down there just fishing. Like there's a spot like John Nolan Drive, kind of like when you get
Mhm.
towards the area. There's like a little ramp. It's hard to explain, but
No, I
man,
know exactly what you're talking about. I've
there's
fished
some
it.
good panfish in there.
Yeah, that's uh Lake Mendota. You're talking
Yeah,
about the 115 bridge?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then
that's a good spot for catfish and pike for
Wingara
sure.
Creek. Wingara Creek is another one that I go. I used to fish there. It's like a creek before it goes
Mhm.
in up to that dam. And I've
Yep.
caught a lot of bluegills. But my friends are like, "Why haven't you caught a muskie out of there? There's tons of muskie back in there."
Yeah,
And
they stock all three of those lakes with muskie.
I'm like,
They stock Monona, Wabisa, and Wingra.
yeah, I want to catch a muskie. I have. That's a bucket
Yeah.
list fish. I've never caught a muskie or a
No.
trout.
I
I've
got
never
I got
caught
a
a
lot
trout.
of big northern in Madison.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 55-inch northern pike out of, a lake in Madison, actually. Yeah, it
Holy
was
shit!
crazy, you know?
55 inches.
55 inches. That was shore fishing, yeah, that was just shore fishing, you know?
My biggest is a 37, and I thought that was a monster.
No,
I
the
mean,
55 was ridiculous. It was,
oh
like,
my god!
almost my height, dude. It was crazy.
And it was a pike.
Yeah,
It's
that
it's
was the crazy like, I kept checking it, like, I went online and Googled even though I already knew, like, "No way, this has to be a muskie," but the markings, everything were definitively northern pike. I was like, "That is crazy." I mean, maybe it was a hybrid and it just had, like, northern colors, you know? I don't know.
yeah. There's a channel. It's a guy. He's kind of a younger kid, and he fishes with this older guy. And it's something anglers. They have a really big following, but those guys fish Mendota or whatever, and they
Mhm.
just they catch muskie, like huge muskie out of there.
Yeah, they
They're like
also fish a whole bunch of places, like, way up north.
yeah. They go up north too, and
I think I watched them. Yeah.
yeah, he's it's a good channel. I mean, but these guys just catch muskie all the time, and just fat ones too. I'm like, That's in Madison. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, Land of Steel, I tell you what, you come to Wisconsin for some reason, and we'll get you on sturgeon, guaranteed.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's not
easily.
hard. It's not hard at all. We can get you on
Stur-
some big ones too.
Sturgeon are
But
man,
if you want the
fun.
maximum fucking the ginormous, I mean, lake sturgeon are huge too. They get like almost 200 pounds. But if you want the epic ones, you got to go way out west to like the Columbia, is it? Or with the
Is
white
that like
sturgeon.
the white sturgeon? Yeah, those are the biggest of the
They,
breeds.
yeah.
But see,
Although
we
I
don't
think
have
maybe our
shovelhead.
Russian sturgeon gets bigger. I don't know.
We don't have shovelhead above like the where the Sauk Dam is going towards the Dells.
Yeah.
The shovelhead are only at the Sauk Dam down. There's
Yeah.
like no shovelhead up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a killer shovelhead spot.
I'll have to check it out. I've never
Yeah.
caught a shovelhead either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. Now I've told the 55-inch muskie, but this shovelhead that I caught and got a picture of, it's in a bunch of my videos in like my little montage clips or whatever. But it was like it might have been a state record shovelhead, one of them that I caught there, and I didn't think anything of it because I didn't realize they were two different sturgeon. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And so it was after I had a photo of it and I had seen online what the state record shovelhead was. I was like, oh my god, I might have broke the state record. I think.
Yeah, they're not that big, from what I
No, they're
understand.
not.
They're kind of a
They're not
dwarf
supposed to be.
sturgeon.
Yeah, I mean they're still pretty big. I
But
think it's. I
those
mean they're
white.
nothing like the Lakers.
Go
No.
ahead. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you. The white sturgeon, I've seen videos of like 600-pounders people catch, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
holy
it's
shit.
crazy. That is crazy.
That's a true dinosaur. Have
What's
you ever caught a
insane, Chaos Goat?
bowfin?
Yeah, I just caught one last. Before I just changed it now, or I'd say you could my cover photo or banner or whatever that thing's called in the back. That was a bowfin when I first started my channel up until like yesterday. And well, yeah, I can't give away too many spots because if
Yeah,
I
I
start
know.
telling the spots, it's not that I don't want you to know. I'll tell you my spots. I don't want
Yeah,
people I
no,
don't know
I
on
get it.
YouTube like knowing my
See, me and
where I
you have
live.
our numbers, so it's like, hey, let's go fishing. I know this
Right,
spot will be
right,
here.
right.
It's like okay, and then it's like that spot in Briggsville I told you about. I mean that is a. I looked at drone footage of it when I did like a kind of a profile of the lake, and I didn't even
Yeah.
realize it. But when I looked at it again, there were so many damn fish that you could see in the water up on the surface, like big fish. And I think they were carp, but I mean, I was just like, oh my God, look at all the fish there, just sitting there. And I'm like, wow.
Pallet sturgeon? What's a pallet sturgeon?
I've heard of,
And the Gulf sturgeon? Is that like an ocean fish? What?
I've never heard of those. What is it? I'm
Here at the coast
bowfin,
of
yes.
Otter Trail, soft on the bread.
When I caught my first bowfin last year, I was afraid to touch it because it's a funny story. It was by Lake Columbia.
Yeah.
And my dad, when I was growing up, told me, he's like, the waters are always warm there, but there's mutant fish in there. And then I saw Faces of Death, and there's
Yeah.
that one clip in there where the guy has the mutant leech
Yep.
swimming in that thing and it killed him. And I'm like thinking to myself, well, these fish must be, I'm a kid. I'm growing up with that. So when I caught my first bowfin, my son, who's 30, was like looking at me and he goes, oh, that's a catfish. And I'm like, that's not a catfish. It doesn't have
Right.
feelers. And I'm
Right.
looking at the scales of it and I'm like, what the frack is this? I go, I don't know what this is. And he's like, touch it. And I'm like, I'm kind of afraid to touch it because it's right by the power plant. I'm like, no, it's one of those mutant fish. It's one of those mutant fish. And then he looks it up and he goes, no, it's a bowfin. It's like sturgeon. It's a dinosaur fish. It's the last. There's only one species of that fish left, and that's the bowfin. And I'm like,
Land of Steel said 4 years ago I caught a 7-pound short nose gar and didn't know the record in my state is 5 pounds. I kicked my own arse.
no, hey, you know what, Land of Fishing? This person right here, last year we went fishing and she caught a humongous short-nosed red horse. And we weighed it and we measured it. And I was like, what, wow, this is great. We released it. We got home. I went on the DNR site for some reason and I just was looking up records.
You know
And
why?
that-
Because you were thinking like that was really big. I wonder how close was it to the record? I do it all the time.
so she beat the state record by an inch and a half and by a pound.
Oh
And I looked
wow.
at her and I said,
Wow.
"Do you realize you unofficially beat the state record?" So if she would have kept that, went to the DNR, presented it,
Right.
she would have got a certificate. But then somebody actually broke the record like 4 months later,
Oh
officially.
wow. That's crazy.
So I was like, "Wow, that was cool." At least she would have had the record for a little while.
Yeah, I like to look at the records just to have an idea how big the fish can get that I'm targeting. I don't know
Yep.
what you know what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a weird little fantasy thing I do.
I know in Wisconsin, like for largemouth bass, it's 25 inches. So I keep that in my mind because if I catch something, I'm gonna be like, "Look what I caught! Here, could you
Right,
check?"
right.
I want to write down records this
Excuse me.
before we go out.
Like we have, I don't know where it is, but we caught a sauger and it had a tag on it. So we took the tag off and released the fish, and we came home and it was an orange tag. And we looked it up, and the fish was tagged in pointet, and it swam all the way to the Dells. And with that specific color, like if you give it to the DNR, they give you a certificate saying that you caught a tagged fish, which is cool. But some colors, depending on what it is, like for instance, if it's blue and you catch one and you take the tag, you get like $100.
Right.
They give you money. It's like
Look at what Wyatt Orp said. Read that.
I'm struggling to catch stock trout, and you guys are wondering if you guys caught the state record.
Yeah, we're just that awesome.
Yeah.
No, we just fish a lot, man, and
Yeah.
like I get skunked. So you guys see on my lives, I get skunked for like a week at a time.
Yep.
It happens, you know.
I get
You just
skunked
gotta put
too.
the time in.
I get skunked. I hate it. Like either that or we'll go fishing and she'll just make a killing and I won't catch one single fish and I'll just be like, I'm happy for you, but I'm jealous of you.
Yeah, you're low key jealous.
You know,
I'll be with my buddies like like I'm
We're out
happy for them, but I'm low key jealous. I'm like that with you people
Yeah.
on Facebook, man. I see you guys catch fish, like, and I haven't caught up. I'm like, this is very. Why do you, Shannon? Oh wait, do you want? No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna
You can call
Tyler.
me Shannon.
Jamie, can I call you Tyler? I'm gonna call you Tyler.
That's actually my son's name. You can call me Shannon. You can call me Shannon. I don't care if anybody knows my name. I mean, my damn email address has my name in it, so it's like,
Okay.
what am I gonna
Well,
do? Go outside? And there'll be like some dude standing there with a pole going, "I want to go fishing." You know, I'll be like,
yeah, dude,
"Okay."
you might blow up. You don't know. Like
Yeah.
it could get weird. It could get really weird.
I have already had people come up to me in real life, like message me and stuff, asking if I will go fishing with them in their boats, and I'm just like, "Let me get to know you." You
Yeah,
know, yeah,
yeah.
we'll see. I mean, if you're cool or if you're weird. I mean, one guy lives in the same town as me, so
Well,
and he actually, I was
it doesn't
packing up
mean
to
he's not
leave.
weird though.
I was packing up to leave, and he was standing there, and he goes, "Hey, do you need any help with your gear?" And I'm like, "Uh, no, I got it." And then he introduced himself. He's like, "My name's Trey." He goes, I watch your feed." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I know who you are." So he actually came out there just to say hi to me.
What? What do you?
You can
I'm
Google,
confused with what Outdoor Fam is saying here. Google
Google
a
weekend at
weekend at
Camp
Chaparral. It's like
Chaparral.
20 minutes from you. Guys, I only have one short on my channel, and all those passwords were between 3 and 7 that I caught.
Name is
Oh,
Shannon.
bass. Okay, all right.
Oh,
I
I
see.
know.
He's giving us a fishing hotspot.
Do you mean
I don't know
Club
why that confused me
Chaparral?
so much.
Outdoor Fam, are you talking about Club Chaparral? Because there's a Club Chaparral. If that's what you're talking about, I know exactly where that is. Stevie B, yes, my name is Shannon. It's because I have Irish in me.
Now I forgot what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, the
I got
local.
all riled up about your name.
I went to Bounty on it, Luca, through those bass where the gentleman on the right is Shannon. Yes, I am Shannon.
Yeah, I'm fishy.
Or if you want to be proper, you can say SWFF. It's funny going on channels and watching people going, "Hey, how's it going, South Wisconsin
I always call you
family
Southwest.
fishing?"
for some reason.
It's like,
And
just
I
call
know
me
it's
Swift.
I'm from Wisconsin, so, you know, I don't know.
We say Wisconsin the same because of our accent.
Well, it can't
Wisconsin.
help it. If you
And we
don't
can't even tell.
well, I can if I listen, I can tell.
Well, it's when I was
There's a
working at
whistle, there's
Cracker
a
Barrel,
nasally whistle in it.
when I was working at Cracker Barrel, I had to train in Tennessee, and I was like the only northern person there. And he's like asking questions. She cooks and roasts. What is up, girl? I love that girl. Her channel I love her channel, man. I go there
Oh, I
and I
gotta check
just
her
have a
out.
good time. She's great. You
She
gotta
cooks
check
and
her
roasts.
out.
Leave me a little comment on Fishy Things so I can go check out your channel.
Yeah, she is. I'm telling you, like she ain't your mama.
Okay.
I mean, she keeps it real. I mean, I love her channel. I'm not kidding you. Great channel. So y'all in the channel, if you haven't subbed up to She Cooks
Hmm?
and Roasts, sub up to her
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Maybe I'll have another cigarette.
Yeah, I was thinking about having that too.
Make
There was
sure
something I definitely wanted to say to you, and it's
get
gonna
a
drive me
40
crazy.
acre good trees
I can
stand up
remember it.
like really good in the ground. Yeah. So I take care of my ma. She has dementia, and it's getting
Mhm.
severe. That's mainly one of the reasons you see me fishing a lot is because I don't work. I take care of her. I actually left a very high paying job actually to go into poverty to take care of my mom. So we're getting to the point where we have court coming up this week where they're going to determine if she goes into a nursing home, which I feel she should be in now. And when that happens, then I'll be going back to work. So I won't be fishing as much as I do, but I need to, yeah, I need to work at least and at least until my YouTube channel blows the hell up and I'm making the 20,000 a month, off 4 million views on videos, which ain't gonna. And it's funny because I've talked to people and they say they don't care about the ads. They make more money on the first tier of the 500, 3,000 with memberships and super chats. They say they
Yeah,
make more money off that than the ads.
I
Like
can
one guy's
believe
like, "Thanks everybody for the donations. I made $50 today," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, so what? You made $50 just for being on for 4 hours, and he had like 27 people watching. I'm like,
right.
that's pretty
Something you were
cool.
gonna do for fun anyway.
Yeah, I mean, once we're monetized, because we're getting close,
Oh yeah.
and I guarantee you,
I'm thinking like a month, 2
yeah,
max.
me too.
We're gonna be monetized before summer, you and I both, I'm sure.
I'm at well, I got the 500. Well, I'm at 607 subs now, but I mean, I'm at 20, roughly 2250 hours.
Yeah, I'm about the same ballpark.
Yeah, so we're I mean, we got like
2
what,
subs
10
each,
live
I don't know.
streams and we're monetized.
As long as the
So
lives go well, fingers crossed.
exactly.
'Cause
But
mine have been dropping off. I had some big ones for a minute there, and then for some reason, people stopped showing up, and I don't know. I think it was my mood because it was so cold out, and I was bitchy and whiny.
yeah. No, I get
When
it.
I'm goofy and fun,
I
people
had a
like
stream
hanging
where I
out.
didn't even talk. I was just sitting there because I was just like I didn't know what to say. I was just like not in I'm actually pretty social by nature. So I mean it's like
Right. Stevie,
uh
you need, 3,000 watch hours to get partially monetized, and then
yeah.
4,000 watch hours to get fully monetized, and the difference between partial and full is partial, you can get, like, memberships and donations.
Yeah.
Full, you can get advertisement, money. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Is that what
Yeah.
you're understanding too?
Yeah, it's 503,000. I call that tier one, which is super chat. You can offer memberships and you can actually put a storefront up if you have a store. So if I make t-shirts and hats, you can buy that merchandise. And I do have
Oh, wow.
plans for that.
Yeah, we do too. My wife's already looking into making me T-shirts and hats, and
Yeah,
then, yeah, so I
I
didn't
want to
even know
do
that
that.
was a thing.
I
I
want
was
to do
gonna do
that
that for the giveaways.
wish for a fish so I don't have to eat black licorice for some reason is like a tagline now. And it's like I've had people ask me, like, do you have t-shirts of that? And it's like, that's a good idea, you know.
Right, there you
Uh,
go.
But I don't want it to be like, oh, buy a t-shirt, it's 29.95. I don't want people to,
Right.
that's way too much money. I mean, if I can get away with like 9.95, I could see that being a fair price for that because it's a
I
stylized
haven't even
special
thought that
shirt.
far ahead yet.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do storefront, you can do memberships, and you can get super chats. And then when you do the 1,000 sub 4,000, then you get ad revenue. Ad revenue, but it's pennies on the dollar. I mean, you have to have a lot of views to make money on that. I mean, a lot, like 20,000 views on a long form to make like maybe $50. So I've looked into this. I had a channel and it was ready for monetization. And when I went to monetize it, they wouldn't monetize it. I was so upset. I tried like 6 times. I
Why
was so
wouldn't they
upset.
monetize it?
They won't
Yeah,
give you a reason.
500 subs. That's correct,
You
Stevie.
know.
500 subs is the partial monetization, and 1,000 is full.
But anyways, I
They just
said
wouldn't. They didn't give you a reason.
no, they won't. What happened was is step one, and then it went to step two, and it said error. So then they have a box where you can chat. So I started chatting. I'm like, hey, my name's
Luca,
so-and-so.
Luca, that's $1 million idea. That's so good. That's whether or not it's part of my channel or not. That's just here, fishy. We gotta make it here, fishy.
Oh yeah.
Shirt. That's mine. I'm taking it. You can do it.
Could you grab me that hat that says here, fishy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
go
got
grab
something.
it. Yeah.
I'd get it myself, but I'm in my underwear.
I'm so quick.
It's up on the thing. A friend of mine gave me this hat. I got to show you this. Look at that.
This is what. Here, fishy. Right on.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. She got it off Temu for like $1.
That's
I'm
already a
like,
thing.
she's like, would you be interested in this? And I'm like, oh yeah, give it. I'll take it. I haven't worn it, but I can't wear it when I do live because that one hat I have is specialized for a camera to sit on it. So
Which shirt,
well,
Luca? You rock the here, fishy shirt all the time? Did I do here, fishy, or just here, fishy?
I want to do a baked carp shirt. Like that one with all the guys standing around going,
Yeah. That's,
that is such a
you-
funny image. When you
yeah,
put that up,
absolutely.
I laugh my ass off. I'm like, that's funny.
I was
I
like,
was
I
like,
want it to look like a party, like we're like a bunch of people fishing. And I saw, yeah,
yeah.
I was like, there it is. Well, I didn't even know until I saw it. But I was like, I'm gonna go to his page and rummage around. I'm sure he's got a photo I can steal. It'll be awesome for our live together. And so, yeah,
No, that was great. I saw that. And it's funny because I'm looking
got
on
you, Luca.
YouTube
Done.
and I saw it and I'm like, what? Whoa. And that's when I saw the 12 a.m. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
I
I
got,
got the wrong time.
and then when I fixed the time, when I made the next one, I got the date wrong.
It happens, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we're new at this. I
Three
mean,
tries, I got there.
you
But no,
know,
I
you
just found out how to do this split thing without any apps or whatever,
yeah.
like yesterday. I just saw the option, I was like, "Oh, let's experiment, let's try this," and I invited my friend Dan, who's only got, like, 50 subs or well, he's probably at, like, 60 or 70 now, but anyway, I just invited him, and he showed up, and we just did a random live last night, and then I cussed a lot, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, it was this was a new experience for me too tonight, actually. So, and then when you're like, I'm like, where is he? Where is he? You know, how come he's not on? You know, and then
Yeah,
there's that button that says click this to send the link, and I'm like, I retext you. I'm like, try this link, and then it came on, and it said like something like permission, and I'm like, yes, and then you
right,
popped on, and I'm like, oh God, thank God, because I just set up a thumbnail. I optimized the hell out of it, and had it completely ready. And I'm like, well, if it won't work, then it's trash. I have to redo it, the whole thing. But I get, that's something I can do after a stream too, I guess, if I think about it.
right. I I'm wondering next, I'm curious, can we invite more people on this? Because like, everyone's always using some kinda app, whether it's StreamYard or whatever, or it's like to the max.
Yeah, with the YouTube, like what we're doing, it's 2 max. That's it.
Okay. Alright.
But with the StreamYard, you can do panels, and I did download that software, so I do
Oh,
have
you
it.
did?
Yeah, that would be cool to get like maybe 6 people on that. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
horizontal feed though, but I think that would be cool. I mean, if it was like me, you, Release the Grease,
yeah.
Skipjack, Cindy, Luminaries,
Well, have you talked to them about that? Because I mean, I didn't talk to them about it or anything, but I just feel like since they already have that going on for themselves, that they
yeah.
probably wouldn't like we'd be
No,
better off finding someone who's not a part of a panel already.
I
You know
actually
what I mean?
asked Cindy, and she said she'd be honored.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Well, then yeah,
I
let's
did
get her.
ask her.
I love
No, I
Cindy.
asked
That'd be
her.
great.
I said, "Hey, me and Fishy Things are thinking about doing a panel sometime. Would you be interested in being a part of that?" And she's like, "For you guys, yeah." And I'm like, "Cool."
Um, have you ever seen Faith Mary?
Faith Mary?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Oh.
recognize that username.
She's a female fisherman, but she's like really, really cute or whatever. So she always has she's like huge. Her chats always have hundreds of people in them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I thought that she was like too big for us, but I like somebody gifted me a membership on her channel. Like I wasn't even really going to it. Somebody just gave me a membership to her channel, and I was like, well, I have a
Yeah.
membership now. I should probably go there, right? And
Didn't that
then
feel good though when you get that for the first
oh my
time
god,
ever?
I've
You're
got so
like,
many.
"What
I've
the
got like
hell?"
15 memberships now. I'm like, why is everyone giving me memberships? What's going on here?
The person you was talking about.
What was Faith Mary? You said
Faith Mary.
Yeah.
Miss Swift's looking it up.
But anyway, I just shot a shot. I was like, she's a way bigger YouTuber than
The
me
fish.
or any of us. And I
The
was
fish.
like, hey, would you be interested in doing a panel with me and a couple other small YouTube fishermen? She was, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
She's really serious about it. So like, yeah, we should probably get her in on that.
that would be cool. More the merrier. I mean, Drill just did a question mark. I mean, yeah, Drill. I mean, if you want to be a part of that panel too, that would be cool. I mean, it'd
Heck
be
yeah.
cool to have like Wisconsin people and just talk,
Yeah.
because I didn't
We
realize
could
how
do a
many
couple panels.
people. I didn't realize how many people like. I mean, there's some areas that have sturgeon, but there are a lot of people that are interested. They're like, "I've never caught one. I've never seen one. That's awesome. You're catching sturgeon," and it's like, really?
I was wonder if here's how we should do it, I think. This is just idea in my head right now, and I feel like it's a good one, so I'm gonna spit it out. I feel like we should do like 3 or 4 regulars and keep the 2 slots open week to week to invite new fishermen.
For
Constantly
like,
have
yeah.
yeah, kinda like guests or so maybe 3 and 3, maybe 3 regulars and then 3 unknowns that could pop up in any live. That way it's not like you know what I mean? Give everyone a chance.
Oh yeah.
And then you're constantly getting new, crowds, you know what I mean? Like, from new fishermen joining the panel. Am I making any sense here? Is
No,
anyone
yeah,
following
no.
me?
No, I know what you're saying. Like for instance, TikTok, this TikTok guy for life. I just pinned
Mhm.
his message. I don't know if it's showing, but he said he's at 20 subs now. He's like brand new.
Yeah,
So it's like,
let's get 'em done.
having somebody like that in and just kind of like, being like, "Hey everybody, this is so and so."
Yeah, it's awesome.
That'll help, especially if they're cool. I mean, if they're really trying, like, hey, I want to get subs like you guys. I want to be part of this, and they're
Right,
active, and you see them in other channels. I don't have any problem doing that at all. But if they're just somebody that's like popping in, like, hey, I got 10 subs, and like every message is like sub me, sub me, sub me. I'm not gonna do that. It's like,
right, yeah, no. Like,
and then their
got to be
channels
like
about like frogs or something. It's like, well,
I mean,
not
frogs are
really.
cool.
Yeah, I love frogs, but if it's just like a frog channel, I'll be like, well, maybe you should kind of look for other people that like frogs and do that.
I
You know, but
I
Wyatt,
don't know, I've seen a lot of when I first started my like, growing my channel or whatever, I watched a lot of really different YouTube channels, things I would never watch, like, on my own to think of to watch, and it was really interesting. I was surprised at how many things actually were really interesting, but
you learn a lot. I mean, YouTube is actually a very good learning resource. I've learned quite a few things off YouTube. It's like, oh wow. And what's
yeah,
weird is I've been on YouTube since the beginning. I mean, you got to understand, like for me,
when you were beginning, like, wasn't YouTube
like,
invented, like, 20 years ago?
yeah, Like, I mean, I didn't have a channel, but I was using
2006.
YouTube.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like my eBay account, it says I looked at it the other day when I joined it. It said like August 10th of 2001, and I'm like, holy shit!
Wow.
I've been on there for 25 years.
I've been on there for 5 months. So
Yeah,
I
crazy.
mean, like, I would like search stuff on YouTube once in a while, you know what I mean? But I didn't have an account or anything like that. But 5 months ago,
I was
it's
in
all brand new
college.
to me.
I was in college in 1997. I was 27 years old, and I remember they had the internet in the library, and
What
I had
year?
never gone on the internet ever. And I sat down and I was like, "So what is this?" And they're like, "Well, you can just type in the search bar what you're looking for." And I'm like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I started typing, like, tell me about like Transformers from the 80s,
Yeah,
and all of a sudden all these things started coming up, and I'm like, "Cool." And then I started printing it, and then it got to the point. I can't believe I'm saying this.
go for it, man.
Okay, so it got
This
to
is a
the
safe
point where I
space.
started looking
There's
up
only
like
11 strangers here.
I started looking up like Playboy people, girls, like
Okay. All
Playboy,
right.
and not realizing it, I accidentally hit it to the printer, and the printer is a centralized printer in the school, and I
Was
just
it
sat
an
there and I
accident
was
though?
like,
Was it really?
yeah. So I like got out of the chat, or not the chat, but the internet. What was it? It was Netscape Navigator, is what
Oh,
they
I
were
remember
using,
that one
and I
on like
closed
Windows
it.
95 or something.
Yeah, and the monitor's like looking at the picture, and she's like looking around to see who did it, and I'm just like looking up algebra, acting like I'm learning algebra, like that. I was like, oh my god, never again, never again. Until I learned how to save it on, what is it, 1.5-inch floppies. No
Cover up
more
your age is
searching under
showing.
mattresses. I come from the generation that, if you wanted to look at that, you're at a person's house and they had that under the mattresses, that like actual magazines. So to
I
see it
got a
on
story for you.
command, see it on
When I
command
was
like
like
that.
when I was like 10 years old, maybe, we were sledding down this hill of snow, and we found this old shack in the woods, right? Just like a little shed. And for whatever reason, we decided let's break into that shed. I don't know. Little boys are weird. I don't know why we did this, but
No, we do this.
and we get into the shed, and I'm not kidding you. There's like 15 stacks of like old school porno magazines. I'm talking like
From the
60s,
70s.
70s porno. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. But to a bunch of 10-year-old boys, that was the
It's
mother
solid
lode. We're like,
gold.
what did we just find? And
You
how
just found
weird is
gold.
that there's a shed in the woods filled with porno that in like 1980. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It's because they were hiding it, but yeah, I mean to a 10, for us, I mean as little boys back then, I mean that's just like it's gold because you don't
Thunderstruck!
see that. But
What's up, Thunder? Woo!
he showed up. He caught 6 fish tonight, and he was just wrapping up his stream. I was in there, and he had like a catfish bite, I think, and he went to
Yeah.
get it, and he missed it. And then he's like sitting there for a while, and then all of a sudden he's about ready to pack up, and then his other pole hit, and he's like he missed it, but he was he was quiet for like a minute, like, and I'm like, yeah, that
No
sucks,
matter
man.
no matter how long
But,
you've been doing it, it still gets you when one gets away. It's like,
oh, I
really
know.
wanted to see what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him in the beginning, and then I had to leave, but then I came back in, and I caught that at the end, and I was just like, wow, that sucks, man. You know.
So, get this. You know how I was telling you I've got like 15 different memberships gifted to me
Yeah.
for some reason? Fishy Things and Flushy Things have both been gifted a membership on
Yeah.
Thunderstruck. So,
That's
like,
where
I
I
have to
got
go
mine
there with like
too.
2 different accounts now. I mean,
I got.
I have to get Flushy Things and make him go over there and, you know.
I wonder how that works though. I mean, like if somebody gifts, I mean, is it the person? Do they buy like all those memberships and then gift them?
I'm not sure. Thunderstruck, could you answer that for us?
Because I know there's different tiers. There's like 99 cent. There's $1.99, $2.99, and then
Right.
like $4.99. I'm probably going to offer 2 memberships: the 99 one and then the big one. Um, and then you can create your own emoji cons. So I'm going to sit down and
So I was
brains.
looking at Cindy's, and I really liked the way she did it.
Mhm.
She did 3 memberships, but I only remember 2 of the tiers because those were the ones that stuck in my head. So obviously, the one is the 99-cent membership, which is like you got to do that. It just gives you credit, like, hey, I really like this guy. He's worth 99 cents a month. That's cool.
You've
And
been
then, hmm?
wait, hang
And
on a second. You've been so. Then I slammed him right before I left. 2.5 pound smallmouth.
Mhm.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I left. You must have.
Yeah,
You
he caught
must
a
have just
lot of
bought it when I
smallmouth.
left.
Yeah, he was
It's a
putting on
one.
a clinic. He caught a bunch of smallmouth.
He says it's a one-time purchase for whoever. Many memberships they choose, and YouTube distributes them randomly to your
Oh,
subscribers.
wow. So I've just been getting lucky, and YouTube keeps randomly giving me memberships.
Really?
That's
It's a
crazy.
one-time purchase. Oh, okay. So you purchase, like, let's say 5 memberships, and then YouTube randomly gives them out. Then is that what you're saying? That's cool.
That's
Can
what
I
it
ask
sounds
you a
like.
quick question though, Thunderstruck? When you monetized, did you have problems with step number 2? Like, did it error out or anything, or did it just go right through? Because I had problems with my previous channel, and I don't know. Some people are saying that your Google account has to be set up like completely right, uh, which I don't know what that meant. Like, do you got to make sure you got a payment method set up, like a card or something that you can get the money? I guess I'm actually scared because I had a channel and it would not monetize. It kept airing out, and I'm so afraid that I'll get to that point again and they won't do
Yeah.
it. But other people are saying if you have original content like I do on this channel, that it wouldn't be a problem. So, and to be fair, the other channel I had before, I was taking clips from other sites and news channels and
Yeah.
splicing them in. And, some people are saying, well, that's reused content. So that's why they didn't monetize. And then I had like bullshit thumbnails like Michael Jordan's kid when he got busted for cocaine. I did a thumbnail where it's Michael Jordan kind of disgusted looking over, and the kid was like looking this way, but he had white residue on his nose, and there was a bag of blow in the corner of the thumbnail. So yeah, maybe
TikTok
that's
police
why.
saying needs a wrench.
What?
Tik Stevie needs a wrench.
Stevie.
Stevie B.
Oh, he's answering a question. Never mind. I see.
Here's Stevie. There you go. Sorry about that. You've been on here a little bit and you've been cool.
Yeah, I subbed to him. He said he couldn't sub.
So Drill and Chill, you said you didn't have any problems either. So it just went right through. You can email me and I can try to help you with that, brother. No, yeah, because that's another thing. I read a forum and it said if your channel wouldn't monetize, if you know somebody you trust, you can give them manager ability or something in your channel and they can actually write and see what's wrong, and they'll actually give you an answer then. And then they help you get you monetized and then you remove them or whatever. But you got to trust the person, and that's, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I've already heard people tell some horror stories about manager mods,
Yeah.
and I guess they can like literally go through and delete your content and the comments off like your regular channel, not just your lives. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how deep that really goes, but I've heard some stuff like that.
Hang on a second. Thank you, Swift. Thank you, Mkins. Selexi. Here you go.
Oh, by the way, Thunderstruck, I did email you. I don't know if you got my email. Let me check my email to see if you already emailed me back.
TikTok, you have 20 subs. You gotta keep going. And there was another oh, was it Wyatt? Wyatt said he's got 100 subs now. So
Good
congratulations on
job,
that.
Wyatt. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a landmark. I remember 100 subs. Miss Swift actually just got 100 subs.
I'm at 100.
Giving away McDonald's gift card when he gets to 200. We got that to look forward to.
Yeah. All right. So Selzy, I gave you a wrench, and Stevie B, I gave you a wrench. So, and Emmekins too. I also gave you a wrench. So what that means is if you click on a name, you gotta it'll drop down and it'll say go to channel. It'll open up a separate tab, and then when you're there, subscribe to them, and then just click on a short, and all you got to say is like sub from WFF. That way it'll stick,
Like,
and then just close it out and come back. It takes like 20 seconds, but you gotta comment because that sub won't stick sometimes. Because I went on and it said,
Well,
oh, you
you know,
got
I don't. I think it's more about watching an actual full short than it is commenting. But
yeah,
if you don't comment, how do they know to
that you
go
were
check
there.
out your channel and sub you back? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree completely. I mean, so you got 22 subs. Very good. You
You
know
don't see
what?
an
Next
email
year
from
you're
me?
going to be at.
Sheldon? I might have done it wrong. I don't know how to use any of this stuff. I thought I did it.
So TikTok
I
for
don't know.
life, I guarantee you by next week you'll be at 50 subs. Like in a week from now, I bet you'll be at 50 subs and you can go
I,
live.
I can't make promises like I used to. I used to be able to tell people, come into my live and I'll make sure you get like 10 subs because everyone would do it. I had all the blue jackets, but I'm trying to not do blue jackets now and see if that changes anything.
Yeah.
Just experimenting. That's all I've been doing since I started YouTube is experiment after experiment,
Yep.
trying to figure out what the heck actually works.
Selzy, thank you. And on my channel, I have Nightbots. So for you people that are new and you do want people to go to your channel, all you have to do is type in SWFF and it will display your channel. On Skipjack Cindy's, it's pineapple. On my channel, it's SWFF. So, and Fishy, if we ever get together and I can
Um,
give you my scripts for Nightbot you can plug in, and it's pretty simple once you have the script put in. You just
I'll
modify
have
it
to
like
let
you
me
want.
do it for me.
Yeah. It's not hard. It's really not hard.
You don't understand how stupid I am.
It's not. Well, hey, you got a friend that's a SEO expert, and hey, I'm more than happy to help you out on anything.
Shannon, I can't figure out how to email right now. Like I tried to email Thunderstruck and I don't even know how to email properly. Like I didn't do it.
Like,
And it's not just him. Like a lot of people have been like, you don't check your email or you never emailed me. And I'm like, I don't actually know how. That's how stupid I am. I
I mean,
can't
if
email.
you should have a Google account. I mean, if you have a Google account, you just open up your email and copy and paste the email address in and give it a subject and say, hey.
Right.
But yeah. Or you could just Google it or YouTube it. Believe it or not, there's a video out there like, how do I email from my Google account?
Right.
Stuff.
Right.
There's this like English kid. He has glasses and he does these shorts that are just so like to the point. He's like, hello, today I'm going to show you how to do an Internet Explorer. And then he's like, first, open up this. Second, and he goes through it. And it's like a minute long and that's it. And this guy's got like 1.8 million views. It's like, holy shit, this guy, because it's so simple. Like, like me, I'm like wondering, well, what's the PHP script to create a standard time that I don't have to enter in? But yet other people are like, how do I do the @ symbol? So there's different levels. But this guy, he has
Thank
stuff
you,
that is like,
Stevie. Leave a comment and I'll check out your channel and sub you too.
sub to Fishy Stevie B. Fishy's email is fishy things.
The guy taught me how to jailbreak my Fire
Fishy
Stick.
Channel edit.
Is Emmykins your wife?
Yes.
Okay. Now I got it. Okay. I'm like going, how does she know his email?
I'm stalkers, man. I'm telling you. She made it for me, and I don't even know how to
Right?
use it.
I
I
know. I'm
tried.
like, wait a
I
minute. How
legit
the how
tried.
the
I
hell
swear to
does this
God, I
person?
tried.
I'm like, how the hell does this person got his email? That's freaky, you know. And when she
Like
wrote
now,
on,
I'm kind of wondering, did I accidentally email somebody else? Because I really tried to email Thunderstruck, and he said he didn't
yeah,
get it, and I believe him because I know.
Should have taken that photo attachment off first.
Was there a photo attachment?
yeah. Hey Stevie B, I remember one time I jailbroke one of my iPhones, and I was like, oh, this is great. I got every app and everything, and then all of a sudden it bricked. and I'm like, I couldn't do anything with it. I'm like, shit. And I took it to the Apple store, and they got into it, and they're like, "Did you jailbreak your phone?" I'm like, "No." He's
I
like,
don't
"Well,
even
we
know what
could
that
restore it."
means.
He's like,
What
"We
is
can restore it
jailbreaking?
for you, but you can't do that."
You're
I'm like,
unlocking it so you can put any program you want on it. It's not locked down to the interface of like
yeah,
iPhone or Android or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know if
It's
I
like
can
free
add
range
the
of your
stuff to my
phone.
brain.
We
Like,
tried.
but it can screw up your phone though if something goes wrong. I mean, you have to take it in and get it like fully restored and everything.
Thank you,
Or they
Funder.
shun upon you. Subjugate me. Yeah, Miss Swift was like, she didn't have a channel, and well, she did, but she only had 2 people on it. And I don't know. She got interested in it, and I'm like, well, you're gonna have to learn how to edit your shit.
I'm trying to do, but you keep doing it before me.
You don't have to. You don't have to edit. I've seen lots of channels that are successful without any editing.
That's true.
It's wild stuff. I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, I get it. Like, we like editing because we think it makes it look better, but a lot of people like unedited, just
Yeah.
raw.
They like
You know
raw.
what I
Hey, outdoor fam, I'm actually doing the same thing. If I wasn't on this live, I already got the accountant too, and it just came out today. I'm gonna watch that after this live feed on my TV as well. Do you use 123 movies where you can watch anything? I never bought a membership to like one of those channels before, but I did with 123 movies. I'm telling you, if it came out today, I can watch it on TV tonight. It's crazy, like crazy, like that new movie with Ben Affleck. It's called The Accountant 2. He's like
Yeah.
an autistic guy. Him, a brother, and there's a sister, and Ben Affleck is autistic. Okay, so,
Mhm.
but he's really, really smart with numbers. So he's an accountant. But what you didn't know is him and his brother had a military father, and the military father was special ops. So he trained both sons to be assassins. The daughter or the sister is like super crippled up, can't move her body, whatever. And throughout the whole movie, they're getting directions from this female voice, and you find out at the very end the girl, the sister that can't move, that's a paraplegic and paralyzed, was the one giving them the directives. It's genius. I'm like, holy shit! They just came out with the
Thanks for
sequel
ruining the
today.
movie for me.
No, I didn't ruin
Oh,
shit.
you just
Trust me.
told me the whole movie. You gave away the ending and everything, man.
He's really good at that. He's really good
Like, I
at
I know.
was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
watch it, but I clearly don't need to now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's awesome. I don't care.
No, but seriously, if you haven't seen it, you haven't missed anything. It's really, really good. But the sequel just came out. I cannot wait to see that tonight. Like when we're done, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, watch that movie. It's a cam version, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So like when the new movies came out, I saw them like right away on the TV, and I was like, oh my god.
Dude, you know what I got really, really hooked on? There's, like, YouTubers that tell, like, Star Wars canon from the comic books and stuff like that, and, like,
Stupendous
they do
Wave.
it there's a lot of them that do it in a really classy way, it's, like,
Oh yeah.
really intriguing. Like, I've been there's been times I've been hooked on YouTubers talking about Star Wars comic books
Yeah.
for hours,
Oh
hours,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, a whole day. Actually, there was, like, a 2-day bender I went on just, like, watching YouTubers talk about Star Wars canon. It was crazy. Like, I did and, like, I like Star Wars, I saw them all, but I'm not like I'm not, like, obsessed with it, but, like, it got me that good. I was just for days, like, I was going back to YouTube and more canon, like, I don't know, like, the backstory be way, like, thousands of years, like, the rise of the Sith, the creation
Yep.
of the Sith, all that
Yep.
stuff. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, Stupendous Wave is a really good channel. This guy he does that with the comics. He'll read the comics and he'll make them motion.
Yeah.
Um, Star Wars theory. He's good to watch, but man, he's gotten so big. It's just like buy guy. I mean, he was bragging about like what he had and all that. He's like, yeah, I drive a Lamborghini and I got all this from YouTube, and it's like, good for you, man. I'm happy for you, but stick to Star Wars, where your roots. Like, I don't care if I have 6 billion subscribers and I'm making millions of dollars off
Going
YouTube.
fishing.
I am
We're
still
going
gonna
fishing.
be, I'm still gonna be about what I am, and that's fishing. I'll just
Now,
have
don't get
better
me wrong.
toys.
I'll probably be fishing in a houseboat on the
Oh
Mississippi,
yeah. I was just
and
gonna
I'll
say I'll
probably
have better
I'll be
toys.
fishing live more. Like I'll have a house on the river. You know what I mean? Like there won't
Yeah,
be a day. If
yeah.
I make it.
But I'll be like Mr. Beast too. I'll have giveaways, and I'm not talking like little bullshit giveaways. I'll be like, winner this month
Hey,
is
what's wrong with little bullshit giveaways? You see my
yeah,
pocket reel? You seen the pocket reels Brian made for me?
yeah. It's like today. This month's winner is Skipjack Cindy. She just won a 5-day all exclusive vacation to Alaska for salmon fishing. I would do stuff like that. You know. Let's see. Outdoor. All I got, Justin. All I'm gonna do is fire stick. Oh, so you guys are talking fire stick still.
Yeah.
Um. But yeah, I watch a lot of Star Wars and I watch a lot of Transformers.
You
Yeah.
like that?
You like Doctor Who?
I do. But the Doctor Who that I grew up with is the fluffy head doctor from the 80s with the
Tom
scarf.
Baker?
I think that was Tom Baker, yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, no,
dad
that's
got
pretty
me
cool.
into it.
I've been slowly working my way through the back catalog of it all.
Yeah,
The newer
my dad was a big Doctor Who fan. He was a truck driver for UPS and he actually used that as his call sign.
Oh, nice. The
Yeah, I
Doctor?
was like, yeah, he's like, hey,
Yeah.
Doctor Who, it's in the house, and I'd be like, that's cool, Dad. He was ex Air
That
Force DI, so I mean, he was like so, front and center, and growing up and stuff. And then at the same time, if you ever watch Yellowstone, he was so much like Rip, like how he addressed the people, like, hurry up and get your ass on the horse. He was very like that when I was growing up, and man, I felt like such a dumbass around him, but. He's dead and gone now, but I wish he was alive because my fishing skills now compared to when he was alive have gone up 1,000-fold. Like, have
yeah.
you ever caught a sturgeon, Dad? Have you ever caught,
Yeah, fish's dad.
I
That's
wish I
my
could see
my dad is blown away that I'm catching sturgeon. He's like, I never even knew they were in Wisconsin. Like
the father has passed or the son has surpassed the father.
yeah.
It's like it's just great. So did you hear speaking of Star Wars, did you hear I heard a thing from Star Wars Celebration that they're going to give Darth Maul his own series with Sam Witwer that played his voice, the cartoon voice for the from the
No,
Clone Wars. Yeah, they're giving
not
him.
that. I'm not that deep. I
Oh my
wouldn't
God,
look
I
up
am. I
something
can't
like
wait
that.
for that. And the Ahsoka season 2 as well is going to be just insane. They got Hayden Christensen back. He's supposed to be doing a lot of Darth Vader scenes without the helmet. It's going to be epic. I mean, I can't wait to see that. Because he is Darth Vader. I mean, I grew up in the '70s Darth Vader with David Prowse as Darth Vader and James Earl Jones as the voice, but
We
Hayden
appreciate that,
Christensen.
outdoor fam.
Hayden Christensen definitely has gotten the role now, in my opinion.
Stevie's never caught muskie, pike, or sturgeon. Come to Wisconsin, we'll get her done.
I've never caught trout and muskie.
You never caught trout?
Not one.
Trout,
Not even.
catfish.
They're probably still active right now. You can go get pretty good trout from the Root River. Well, actually, for you, what's the river that goes into Milwaukee? You're closer to Milwaukee, aren't you? Than you would be Kenosha.
Yeah, no, I'm actually, I think you're closer than me. But I do know in October, a friend of mine said, well, come out to Milwaukee or Racine into the
Yeah.
bay. Said you'll catch steelhead and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
all this really cool fish. We should do that. We should do that. We
I
should
don't.
plan
I,
that.
I already did it once this year. I got short of a big steelhead I caught, but
Really?
I don't like doing it because it's loaded. Like when they're biting and the catch is on there, it's
Yeah.
like wall to wall, shoulder to shoulder people there fishing,
Oh,
and
really? So it
drives
gets
me
really
nuts.
crowded.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I did. I went out and got one, got a short, and came back, and I'm good on it till fall.
Yeah. Drill and chill. Yeah, I know. Devil's Lake is like 2 miles away from me, and believe it or not, it is the worst
Hey,
lake that
Casino Comics. Speak of
I
the
don't.
devil, we were just talking about comic books.
Yeah, hey, yeah, we were just having a big Star Wars discussion on the Star Wars comics. I'm going to add him as a moderator.
Yeah,
Drill
he's
and chill. Yeah, I Devil's Lake is not my favorite lake to fish. I know there's trout in there, and I should just bite the bit and just go out there with trout
I don't
bait.
like it either. It's a tourist trap. There's always a bunch of like drunk people being reckless,
Yeah.
you know.
I've caught some
I-
bass out there, but it's
yeah,
Devil's Lake is more or less a trout lake, though. I mean, if you want, it's stocked brown trout.
thanks for stopping in, Funder. We appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you gotta get some sleep, so it's good to see you. I'm glad you came in. Saw monster pike in there as well. Yeah, there's some monster pike in Devil's
Yeah.
Lake too. You gotta find them
There's
though. But
monster pike in like every lake in Wisconsin.
I know we're very
It's bad.
fortunate. Wisconsin is a very great state to fish. I mean, if you love
Half of you,
fishing,
yeah.
other than that, I would probably, if I didn't live in Wisconsin, I'd probably move to Canada because
Yeah.
Canada is just it's Wisconsin. It's just bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Wisconsin's mini Canada is what
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
what. Oh, that's what I was saying when I was at Cracker Barrel training in Tennessee. When they asked me a question, and I started talking. They stopped me from talking. They're like, "Boy, where are you from?" And I'm like, "Wisconsin." They're like, "I thought you were from Canada." And I'm like, "Do we sound Canadian?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then I found out that our accent, because I get into this shit, our accents are actually French Canadian accents.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I never
Yeah.
knew that till like a year ago. I'm like, oh
That
my
makes
God.
total sense.
But you go 150 miles south, the accent is completely different.
Oh yeah. Well, I
And then
mean
if you
that's
go,
everywhere regionally. Like every 150-mile
yeah, and then
square
if you
just
go
has its
north,
own little accent, really.
if you go north into Minnesota, I mean, their accents are even thicker. Yeah,
It
hey
depends on
there,
where you
eh?
go. The bigger
Yeah,
cities, there's a lot less accent, you know.
yeah.
And that's the same with Madison and Milwaukee too. Is like the accent's not as thick there because it's more melting pot.
It's
You
more
know what I mean?
melded. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I lived in, see, there's a Wisconsin accent come out. Did you hear me? I went, oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah, oh
Don't you
yeah,
know? Yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
Muleford, yeah.
yeah. Are you going to Milwaukee? And they're like, what? Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Like
hoser.
you don't say the L. Like yeah, other people are like, yeah, I visited Milwaukee, and I'm like, oh really? You went to Milwaukee? And they're like, you don't pronounce the L. I'm like, no. Why do you? Because it's spelled that way. It's like, nah,
I
we
love
say
I love all
Milwaukee.
the Indian names of everything, like Manitowoc,
Yeah,
Manitoba, Waukesha,
Economawalk.
Wanakee, Economawalk, yeah, Maguanago. Like I don't know, I think they're cool.
That's like in Florida too. They have cities down there that like, like people are like, are you going to Kissimmee? And I'm like, Kissimmee? That's not how you pronounce it. And they're like, well, what is it? It's like Kissimmee.
Love it.
Kissimmee. You going to Kissimmee?
I can't believe they didn't want to watch me worm hunt. I was excited about that, but
I always think of
we had one
Grump.
yes, one no, and a 3, which I don't know what. Oh, he wanted me to eat it. That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
He wanted me to eat the worm.
I always think of the movie Grumpier Old Men when I think of worm farming when Walter Matthau was out there with Sophia Loren.
You don't have a worm farm? You buy all your worms?
I buy all my worms, yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're bougie.
I know.
Get a
I'm
worm
broke.
farm.
I
Good.
shouldn't be buying worms. I mean, I should be spending that money somewhere else.
I know
But
how to go night crawler hunting.
wait, what'd you say, Miss Swift?
I know how to go night crawler hunting.
Yeah, are you good at it? There's an art to it. You know the trick?
You gotta be very quiet with movement because they can hear your movement.
You use a red light.
Yeah,
Yeah, and a red light.
that red light helps.
You don't
I'll
flash
keep.
it directly on them either. You just
Yep.
keep it like the
Okay,
side.
I believe you now.
Yep. My dad taught me
And the
years ago.
squeeze, the art's the squeeze. You try to yank them too quick, too hard, they'll rip. You know, you got to squeeze them and pull them out of their hole nice and slow.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's an art to it.
There's definitely an art to worm hunting. Like
Yep.
it's a special thing.
Outdoor Fam says we could even go down to Waukegan, which is only like 30 minutes from there, in Illinois, I'll take you guys to Little Mexico to get some tacos.
Okay. All right.
That would be good.
I don't want to have to get an Illinois fishing license. What are we talking about here?
I was looking back at the chat.
All right.
Miss Swift, yeah, we don't go
I
ice
heard
fishing.
tacos, and I was in on that, but
That's what I was-
Illinois, and I was like, wait a minute.
Of course he is Boogie. Look at those glasses. Sorry, no one else said anything all night. You always got somebody that says something. Hey,
Right.
outdoor fam or Wyatt
Right,
about the
outdoor fam.
glasses. You said you were at Walmart. I was at the eye center. You got to go to the eye center and ask them if they could carry the black rim with the yellow. Because believe it or not, I was walking by and saw them, and I was like, "Those look cool."
What did my
I didn't even know I was
prescription
going to end up using them for the channel, but the reason I do is my channel color is green and yellow, so I'm doing green and yellow branding.
Yeah, that's
So worm soup. Yeah, Drill and Chill said worm soup.
yeah. We did a whole bit on worm soup earlier already. I think
It's just pure protein. It's pure protein.
it's good for you.
And you know,
Put
I
hair
know,
on your chest.
I wouldn't even.
and I know, you know, we have beautiful malls and we got great stores and Walmart and stuff, but I guarantee you, if a nuke dropped on us and we went back to the ice age, worm soup would be pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So trust me on
worm
that.
soup.
Just a food state.
If you know how to fish, you already know how to survive.
Outdoor fam says we're keeping
Just food stamp.
to buy a fishing license.
That's a good one, outdoor fam. Well, Keegan is where we get tacos. You don't need to buy a fishing license. It's just food stamps. I'm in. That's awesome.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Orp, you've never had worm soup? Are you serious? Let's all shame Orp for not eating worm soup. Everyone's had worm soup. We had difficult childhoods. You got to do what you got to do to get by. You know what I mean?
Yep. Or if you're in the military and go through survival training, they'll teach you all this stuff too.
Yeah.
Then they'll make you go out there and do it.
Yeah. So we had to do cold weather survival training at Fort Drum.
Yep.
And like we had to bury ourselves in the snow and sleep in the snow overnight and all that stuff. We had to do this river run thing where you would run in the middle of December in upstate New York, like freezing cold. You'd run 6 miles up a river. You know what I mean? It was crazy. At one point during the training, I can't remember if it was called chitlins or chitlins, but it's the pre-stage of frostbite. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where like you start to look like you've got reptile skin a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was rough. And like it was so crazy to me because like, you know, the drill sergeant was looking at me and he was like, "Oh, you got, you know, chitlins or chitlins or whatever it was." He's like, "You got about another hour or so before that gets serious. Let's do this and that." And I was like, "What the hell?"
It's like,
Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
bored
lose
by
my
myself.
fingers.
You want me to do more? What
I'm
the
gonna
hell?
lose my fingers.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, you
Casino
got that.
Comics. Casino Comics. So, are you a comic book store or do you deal with comics? Because I used to be a big Swamp Thing collector. I actually
Oh, we
had
get some Swamp Thing comics.
all 6 volumes of the Swamp Thing, including the Tiffy, his daughter. And then they were left in Florida, and I asked my ex-wife to mail them up. And she said they got destroyed by rain damage in a waterproof bin. Which
What's the
also
mess?
my Star Wars Episode 1, 1978 mint, she said was destroyed. I think she sold them. I had a
She
number
sold
1
them or
mint
threw them
Star
away.
Wars.
Either way, she was not going to let you have what you wanted back because that's not how that works.
At least I got my swords back. I mean, I was
Well, you got your
grateful for
swords.
that.
That's what
Oh my
really
God.
counts.
Yeah, but
See your swords. You got a sword collection? Let's see your
Yeah.
swords. Bust them
Yeah.
out. What do you got? Show us your best sword. I used to have a sword collection. I had the Highlander sword for
I
a
only
while.
have 2 in the house right now because of the kids, so I took my other stuff over to my house. But this, of course, is my $300 effects lightsaber. Actually, sounds and stuff. It's like, you know. And then when you check it out,
When you said you had a sword collection, this was the last thing I was imagining was coming out. I was expecting a big, shiny, metallic sword, maybe a samurai sword. You dropped the lightsaber on us. I should have known though, because you're a Star Wars guy. I get it.
Yeah, but for 8 years I studied a martial art called Tokuru Ninjutsu. So this was my
Shannon does not
graduation.
have pants on, so
That was my
that's- watch
graduation
out for that.
present. So this is a
Oh wow, that's cool.
yeah. It was made special for me. The TUSPA right here isn't. It's supposed to be square, but they made mine diagonal because I was such a unique student. So when I got my black belt in ninjutsu, which is ninja, that was my graduation present. I'm deadly with this.
Drill and show want to know if you have pants
So
on.
you,
I don't.
as a
he does not
studier
have
of
pants on.
ninjutsu, you know the real reason hammocks were invented, don't you?
Hammocks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can go up to your wife and say, "Can you make me a hammock?" No.
Ninjas
Uh,
invented hammocks.
Yeah, it's part of invisibility. Like
Yeah,
when
they
they
would
would
hang
like,
up in the trees, and then
yep,
they would drop down as the samurai would walk by.
yep. That's
And
like
just
a lot of people don't realize like I'll pronounce it the correct way, shuriken or
Mhm.
shuriken, which are throwing stars, as Americans call them, but they're pronounced shuriken. Those you didn't throw them. They were actually a hand, like
Mhm.
kidding. They were only thrown as a last resort as a distraction. So they
Yeah, to
would
run
throw
away.
and then they'd come up behind them and you know on the sides, and they bleed out. But YouTube policy, sorry. Um, but yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, let's see. Right now, I never had worm soup, but I had a hard life too, bro. I grew up in the sunny coast of Southern California.
I
Where we
love
call
orb.
it
I
sushi.
love me some orb.
We had to eat canned tuna. Oh, here, and then I'll show you some other cool things. So,
Well, not too many cool things. I don't have any cool things. You know what I mean?
no, I just wanted to here, hang on. It's easier just to do this. All right, so let me turn the camera around. All right.
Are these all your toys?
Transformers.
Oh, okay. I see them now.
These are all masterpiece, most of them. I'm a big Transformers collector. This thing right
Right.
here was like $600. Superion, his name is. They're airplanes that combine. And then Unicron. And then this
Yeah, it
guy
does.
is called Devastator. That's the Wu Zhang version. It's like super expensive. And then these guys up here, this guy, you can't even find these anymore. So that's worth some pennies. Yeah, and then I got over here, I got some more.
My wife used to have a Power Rangers toy like that back in the day.
Oh yeah. Triptychon,
It was a
Omega Supreme. Check this out. It's an original. Not even open. Dinosaurs and all that crap. Hey, how come it's all mono? You got? Are you on mute?
The count's back at like 30 now for some reason. It was at like almost 2 hours, I think.
What's that? You can only be on the hour.
Oh, really?
Not saying you guys do it.
Thanks. Fishy things. Can you see me still?
Yeah, I can still see you. Can you still see me?
Why is my volume all weird? Hang on, let me try something. All right, test
Is
this.
your TV volume back up again?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I mean, I can, but it's just real little.
I mean, I can move the mic closer.
You guys got a phone in your pocket. Can't hear Fishy. I can see both of you. Weird.
I'm trying to figure it out. Nothing? You guys can't hear me at all?
Barely.
Maybe if I met. Anything now? Oh, you think it's the power?
Just jumbled audio.
Batteries are
Weird.
We're working on it.
We are only getting the
It came up with
Oh, okay. I think I might know what it is.
Is this better? Nothing?
your phone. Is that?
Yeah, you're low compared to him, so you guys can hear me. It's just really quiet. It's the Decepticons. Oh no, not the Decepticons. So, can you guys hear me? Yeah. Fishy is a whisper. Well, my battery was dying, but I got a thing plugged in now, so it should be better. But it still doesn't explain why I'm whispering. Oh, really? That's weird.
Oh, he's just saying because you're talking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Never mind.
You can hear me?
His phone died.
His phone died completely. Oh, well. Oh, no. I don't know how to run a live by myself.
Never done that before.
Yeah. Can hear you. I can hear you through ours probably because you were live through SWFF. I didn't like it. Or
Now.
I work with audios in church all the time. Does someone have a phone somewhere? Yeah, we got like a billion phones on.
Yeah,
Fishy is real low.
With this echo.
With an echo?
It'll probably fix itself.
You think it's gonna fix itself when she comes
Just
back?
wait till he gets back.
My phone is on Ashley Furniture right now for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but here we are. I'm getting nervous. Throw me that pack of cigarettes. Isn't there another pack over there? Thanks.
All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back.
What's our volume situation? Am I still whispering?
No, it's
Did you just cover my face? This is why Wyatt doesn't like you. This is officially the worst fishing channel. I don't know, in the car maybe. Well, I I was gonna go worm hunting, and you guys wouldn't let me. So this is on you. This is on the chat. Fishy's low. I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, I don't know either. What time is it? It's midnight anyway, so we should probably just.
Shut her down. Fair enough. Are there mic settings on the screen?
Mic settings turned down. Yeah, no, it's. I think it's because my phone is so low on power.
Well, mine is too. I think maybe.
Yeah.
It's probably the Decepticons, though. Actually, that's what it is. They're trying to stop this. That's what's really going on.
Yeah. I can't hear you.
What are you doing tomorrow? We're going fishing tomorrow. Where are you going?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Wisconsin Dells by River's Edge.
All right. I'm gonna do the lower Wisconsin again, like I did today. Let's see. I'm going
What did you say?
I'm going on the lower Wisconsin, same place as yesterday.
Okay, so you're gonna be in Spark.
Yeah. Hey, don't tell people. I don't want my stalkers showing up.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's connect tomorrow, okay?
Absolutely. Yep. It's already set up. It should work, probably, hopefully.
All right.
All right, man. This was fun.
All right.
Do it again. Do it again.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.